Okay, in today's assignment, what we're going to be doing is working with some of the shape tools. And I worked through this whole assignment last night, and there are some tricks that I want to show you to get your assignment to look like they want it to look. And these tricks will actually help you go faster, help this assignment go faster because they'll save you a lot of steps. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, this is just, I've opened PowerPoint and we're going to create a blank presentation. This comes up into a blank presentation with one slide. It's a title slide with two text boxes, a title text box and a subtitle text box. I'm going to change this slide layout to a two content slide, and we are going to work with that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on these text boxes, and we're going to actually change their size to adjust for some content that they're going to want in today's exercise. So I'm going to click on this, and you can tell if the text box is highlighted, is selected, because the outline becomes solid like this, as opposed to dashed like this. And I'm going to select both of these boxes at the same time, so the changes that I give will apply to both boxes. And I just realized that I don't have y'all's computer, so I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a two content layout. And what I want to do is I want to decrease the size of these text boxes right here so that there's room above them to insert a shape. Okay, you can tell that the left text box is selected because it's got a solid outline as opposed to a dashed outline. I'm going to hold down my Shift key on the keyboard and click on the line of the next text box. And you can see that they're both selected right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on the handle, which will allow us to adjust the height of these text boxes. So we're going to click and drag down. So now the text boxes are about half of what they were in height. That's going to give us some space to work with up here. So I'm going to come in here and we're going to get rid of this bullet by turning the bulleting off, and make some size adjustments and alignment adjustments. Right here. Okay, if we want to have this exact same formatting for circle as we do for triangle, we're going to click in triangle, load the format painter, and then use it to paint circle. It looks like we still need to turn off the bullets and set the alignment, but that should, if you have a complicated format, that's a shortcut to do that. Okay, we're going to come up here, and what we're going to do is we're going to insert shapes, two basic shapes, a triangle and a circle, onto this slide. So you'll go up into the menus and you'll activate the insert ribbon, and shapes are going to be under the illustrations group, and it'll be this first icon right here. I'm going to drop that down, and the first shape we're going to do is a triangle. Your basic shapes are all grouped together, so that's that. I'm going to do a triangle, and what I'm going to do is hold the Shift key down to get an equilateral triangle. When you're drawing a triangle and you hold the Shift key down, all three sides are going to be identical. And then what I'm going to do is drag it, and when you see the line appear, the vertical line, that means that the word triangle and the shape triangle are center aligned. And you can see this, it's kind of faint. You just kind of have to get used to seeing it. There we go. Okay, for the circle, we're going to do the same thing. Go to the Insert ribbon, the Illustrations group, and the Shapes drop-down menu. And for a circle, the tool that we actually use is the oval tool. But a circle is a perfectly round oval. So again, you hold your Shift key down. I'm going to draw a circle. And what you want is for the two shapes to be about the same size. So we're going to click on the triangle. Since we have a shape selected, it's going to go up to the Format tab. And you can see the height of this triangle. So that's 1.79 is what that ended up being. So we're going to click on the circle, come up here, do 1.79 and 1.79. Okay, and you can see that the height of these two shapes is going to be identical. Now what we want to do is we want to kind of line the two shapes up. So I'm going to select both shapes by holding down the Shift key, like so. And you can tell that they're not lined up. We're going to go back up to the drawing tools and we're going to align those in the middle, which means the middle of the triangle will align up with the middle of the circle. Like so. They kind of adjust to each other. And then we're going to drag the circle to the right just a little bit. And then you can see when it lines up with the word circle, and you can see that it lines up with the shape. So those are going to be really kind of adjusted to each other, like so. Okay. Let's put in that. Okay. So in today's exercise, what you're going to be asked to do is create several slides that have the same basic layout. The formatting on the title is going to be the same. The formatting for these words down here is going to be the same. The only thing that's going to change are the actual shapes and the actual words. But all the formatting is exactly the same. So what I found is that the easiest way to duplicate this across multiple slides is to get the first slide that they want like this done. And you come up on the left side, right click, and instead of saying new slide, say duplicate slide. And it will create an exact copy of that first slide. As long as you've got the first slide right, then this is going to save you a ton of time. So we could do a square and what that second shape? I don't know, heart. This isn't in today's, but it's okay. So to get the square, go to the Insert ribbon, Illustrations group, Shapes drop-down menu. Okay, a square is going to be a rectangle that's perfectly square on all sides. So you hold the Shift key down, adjust that. Okay, so the square is 1.97. Oh, good grief. Like that. Okay, and that's how you do that.